What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. I am not going to be able to make a proper intro because I'm way too excited. Dreamcatcher Vision, the music video is finally out. I'm trying to make an intro and failing every single time because I'm stumbling on my words because of how excited I am. You guys know how much I adore Dreamcatcher. Just have a look at some of my reactions to them. I can safely say that Dreamcatcher is one of the most amazing discoveries that I've ever made on this channel. And they're one of my favorite groups, regardless of genres. And it's something that I've said quite often in my Dreamcatcher reactions. And then obviously getting to know them a little bit more with Dreamcatcher Mind was just a cherry on top of seeing these incredible group of girls who I not only adore as musicians, as performers, or as dancers, but also I can relate to as far as their personalities and their relatability in general. So I'm not gonna make a long ass intro trying to set up how much this comeback means to me because no words can really describe my excitement at this moment. So without any further ado, those of you who have watched my reactions to Dreamcatcher know how much I adore them. And let's just get into it. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, check out the Patreon if you want to see some exclusive reactions while also support these videos on YouTube. Some of the reactions include Dreamcatcher Mind as well. And without any further ado, Vision, Dreamcatcher, let's go. This looks like the one of their oh my god, never mind, fuck it. Oh my god. Shit, Shion. Oh, Honda. Oh, General Honda coming for her. Holy fuck. Oh, nice, Jackie Chan. I mean, oh my god, Yuyan. Oh my god. This is this is Mason vibes with Sua. Oh my god, the way they delivered that vision. Holy shit. Nice. This is amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god, the way. Holy mother of all that is Dreamcatcher. Okay, so I actually had to go back to Mason because if we look at the composition, especially the two buildings behind the statue, the composition is very similar. Obviously, in Mason, it's a wider shot, whereas in Vision, it's a much tighter angle. However, I feel like the interesting part here is that in Mason, the statue is chained up, almost like to represent the struggle. Like literally, Dreamcatcher is singing "Save My Home" in the ocean, in the desert, save the environment, save Earth, save us, come for us, fight for us, rather, not come for us. I believe I talked about that music video in a way like it's almost like showing you a fantasy of what will happen if you don't fight for it, if you don't fight for what is yours. I think. Don't quote me on that. Check out my full reaction. It's a long one. The composition, while being similar, the statue in Mason is trapped, is chained up, but the buildings behind that statue are very much intact. Whereas the statue in Vision, it's almost like a symbolism of liberation. The statue is no longer chained up. There's wings spreading. It's almost like symbolizing the vision literally of a better place. And the buildings behind that statue are actually destroyed, which is almost like a metaphor of the destruction of all that is evil that has caused for that statue to be chained up in the first place. So that was absolutely beautiful, and these are just my first impressions. And as always, these are just my interpretations of these music videos, these lyrics and everything. Obviously, there's a lot to go through, so we're gonna go through a second reaction where I'm gonna start pausing quite a bit. Also, the beginning, the set kind of looks like one of the sets from Dreamcatcher's dance videos. The one, I believe, I'm not sure which one. I can't. The one where Handog actually pulls off her mask because she was not present during the Dystopia trilogy, but now she's back. And it almost like symbolizes the fact that she was always there with them in their fight, which is not necessarily related to Vision, but just the set kind of looks similar. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same location, just different props and everything. But we also saw a peace sign from the teaser already. That was something very the end goal is to achieve peace, but at what price? There's a lot of talk about karma that it's going to get you. Like if you do bad shit and if you don't fight for this, if you ignored this when you had the chance to help, karma will bite you in the ass and eventually you will get what's yours. It's not necessarily forcing you to fight when you cannot fight, but forcing you to at least be vocal about change and wanting a better world instead of just ignoring it or benefiting from it. So there are literally like these generals that are Dreamcatcher Force. Yeah. That's an interesting line because they're all dressed as like these army generals that are gathering their positions as we see them in their various other dimensions. So they're gathering positions in this dance section, which is a metaphor to them gathering their actual positions in the fight that they're taking in the world that is destroyed. Nobody can break my dream's future. Literally, my vision is my dream that no one will be able to take away from me, which is why I'm going to go after it with all of my might, and I'm going to uh, eventually make that public service announcement as we see the breaking news with Dreamcatcher talking about, like, here's my vision for what this place could be if we fight. Regardless, we are not going to stop the fight, but we urge you to join us. Also, the line, my heart tremble, shakes my belief, like the fear that I have that this fight is a losing battle, which is very contradictory because like in every war, as much as you want to win, there's something in your head that tells you what if? What if I die? What if something happens and this turns out to be a shit show and I fought for nothing? Like, so they're casting doubts in a way by having like these backup vocals. Oh, fuck, you know, Yuyan. The purple clouds are very interesting, as purple was a very prominent color, if I'm not mistaken, in something like Odd Eye. There was something happening with the color purple in some of their music videos that don't necessarily represent anything good, so it's an interesting decision to have the clouds be purple. Not sure. And the peace sign. Crown, beautiful. Literally, this visual is like the representation of that other visual in Mason where GU is literally standing on the hands of that giant statue that is burning and turning it from like good to evil. Like representing all of the goodness burning away, and now this place is drier than the desert, but she says that it's not for her. It's not for Dreamcatcher. This is not the world that we want to live in. This is beautiful. Suo with a black crown. Dami, salute, holy shit. And she's literally standing on a very tight, almost like the stone, which kind of represents the hands that were burning. Oh my god. Xi'an there. Oh. Yeah, I love this. I love this. Like, this kind of represents them saying, okay, you know what? Mason didn't do the trick. We showed you an alternate reality where shit will go south unless you fight for us. Save my home in the desert, in the ocean, and in wherever which place, fight. Whatever you do, just fight. This music video almost like represents, okay, now we have to legitimately not just show you a vision, but we have to legitimately fight and make an example out of ourselves in hopes that we will be able to lead by example. And therefore, I can't take it. I can't hide any longer. I have to forward march as we go into this battle and raise the flag. And Handog, that will sound very weird if I say I will raise my flag for you, so I'm not gonna say it. But there's something very haunting about Dami and Handog with their general outfits. The authority level is over 9,000 with those two especially. And Xi'an's face mask thing, holy fucking shit. And I love the riff. This is so good. Oh. Take the temporary pain, it'll spread the longer you rest. The more you put that shit aside, the more you ignore it, the worse it'll get. So get off your fucking ass and fight, because we're giving you a reason to. I love the choreography, almost with them doing a gun gesture towards the hill full of enemies, as literally Mason also was surrounded by enemies from the beginning of that music video. Also, I've said it once before, but who the fuck invited Mick Gordon into this music video? Because I'm getting some vibes, and I love it. Zion, don't look at me this way. Ooh. Xi'an's smile is just... and literally creating a visual of a vision that's just beautiful. Oh, this is the vision, fuckers. Yeah. Come on. That was awesome. Holy shit. The only things left are victim, big pain, deep gray. A gray area, perhaps, because it is left with a lot of confusion. This entire fight is a giant gray area, perhaps, in terms of fighting for what is right, but at the same time creating destruction as well. And the only things are victim and pain. So, which again kind of talk to the lyrics as far as the longer you rest, the deeper the pain will get, something like that. Because at the end, all you'll have left is pain and regret, which is actually kind of interesting because Dami literally has similar lines as far as I believe in Scream. I actually need to pull this up. There's a second verse with Guyan and Dami, which talk about I swallow up the burning thirst, but hypocrisy claims that it's all my fault. At the end of the cliff lies the end, sorry. Such choice will only have regrets remaining. Whereas in that music video, to me, it talked a little bit more about the choices that you are left with as far as the hatred and wanting to scream and people making you scream while you don't. Like, please, I don't want to scream are the lyrics of the song. So like the cliff that you are about to fall off, kind of representing ending your own life, and the only thing that will remain is the regret of the others that live life through you, like your friends and relatives and whatnot. But it kind of connects here because at the end she says such choice will only have regrets remaining, as literally here she's talking about how the only things that are left are victim, big pain, and deep gray. And as she also says, the powerful instigator draws closer. The powerful instigator being like the hatred, the chaos that is causing all of this that we are not fighting. So yes, while in Scream it talked a little bit more about the emotional damage that could cause for you to fall off the cliff. Here it kind of relates because at the end the same thing could happen. Like you'll be left with regrets, with victims, and a lot of pain. So I'm not sure if they're connected. Obviously, slightly different, but still pretty cool. Turning over page, turning over page, 조금씩 좁혀가 유력한 두동자 남겨진 victim, big pain, deep gray, 찾아 like Jackie Chan, quickly, swiftly. I love that in Mason, she just does that like that Jedi shit and snaps the monitor or the cameras or something. Whereas here she literally kind of takes matters into her own hands and just smacks that monitor, the glass through, which is pretty cool. Oh. And the karma again, much like we talked about. This is beautiful because the necklace literally has a butterfly, which is literally a representation. And I feel like I talked about it in my CIX reaction. It's a metaphor for transformation and hope. Across cultures, it has become a symbol for rebirth, resurrection, triumph of the spirit and the soul over the physical prison. I do feel like in general, this music video actually fits very well with the explanation of the symbolism of the butterfly, because it's literally, this vision is about transformation. It's about giving hope. It's about rebirth and fighting for a better place, which is pretty cool. Damn. The black and white outfit is very interesting too. Oh, you can get me anytime, Panda. Oh my god. Is that like the power of Yuyan's abs or something? That's what generating that thunder? Because holy shit. Now that I kind of think about it with these lyrics, not for me with all this rage filling the sky with the statue on which Jiyu is standing, like that statue represents her, like as she's showing you a bad vision of the things that could happen if you don't fucking wake up and fight for us. So it's almost like no one fought, so they decided to take matters into their own hands, and now they're coming with a vengeance, which is vision, Vengeance, Vendetta as well. Pretty cool. Victory. Oh, holy shit. On top of the land that you protected, raise your flag, plant that flag, and fight again. So it's almost like they try to fight, or they're encouraging the others to not give up hope, even though they fought and maybe lost or maybe gave up hope. It's almost like, we're here, we're fighting with you, so stay up, stay with us. Damn, Honda hits different in this music video for some reason. Oh my god, Gio. Cheon? Oh. It's like these people that they just killed almost like represent the scum of the earth, perhaps. The earth that we're trying to protect. Nice. Yeah, this beautiful place as it's covered with destruction and chaos, but we still see the beauty because that is our vision. That is a really cool touch. Oh. Launch. Fuck. And the earth, almost like that vision, that press conference is being broadcasted to the entire world. So it's almost like showing off the power of Dreamcatcher. And everyone is kind of hearing them out and joining the fight, perhaps. Yes, that's the guy just tried to shut me up there. I mean, I talk too much, but I can get hurt. This was absolutely beautiful. Again, these are just my opinions and my interpretation of the music video. If you want to join in on the fun, let me know in the comments anything that you may have noticed that I perhaps missed. There's a good chance that I missed a shit ton. This is just my first time reacting to this music video, and second, but the first time doesn't really count because holy shit, they look amazing. And I gotta be honest, like Honda just hit different in this in this music video. All of them were phenomenal. Jiu, Yuyeon's abs, Yuyeon herself, Shion, Gaon. I feel like she toyed with all of us so much in Maison with her playful facial expressions and the stares and everything that she was given. Dami was euphoric as fuck, as well as Hondog. Sua with the black crown was really like really quite something. Vocally, I mean, amazing, and the dancing choreography, like I don't speak a lot about that, about vocals and dancing and all of that stuff, because I try to focus on the things that I have a little bit more confidence in, which is like storytelling, coming from a background of being a video editor and just trying to piece together a story. So that is, even though it is much more intriguing to me to discover the story with the lyrics and everything about this music video was equally fucking phenomenal. Visually, this was absolutely wonderful. Vocally, musically, dancing wise, I just love this. Dreamcatcher are one of my favorites for a reason, and if it wasn't for the fact that the shipping cost for this fucking album cost almost double the actual album, I really want to get this fucking album. So hopefully something changes with the shipping on Amazon, or maybe I'll find it on some other place, this album. But in any case, this was incredible. I cannot wait to check out some of the songs on the album itself in general. But I do ask you guys to be a little bit patient with me as I'm not sure when exactly I'll be doing it, but I do plan on checking out the full album. This was an absolutely fucking bonkers of a music video, and I love their message. I always love their messages, and it's one of the reasons why I always held Dreamcatcher in such high regard, as well as like groups like Stray Kids, as well as like their message always speaks volumes to me, and it's something that I have so much fun dissecting and just exploring. So this was just a beautiful music video. It's one of my favorite Dreamcatcher songs that I've checked out ever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you stayed up for all of this reaction, let me know in the comment section. You are a true trooper. Thank you so much for going on with all of my nonsense, perhaps. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.